What is something about yourself that sounds totally made up, but is 100% real? I was the best man on both sides of a lesbian wedding because I had dated both the bride and the bride, stayed close friends, and introduced them to each other after our breakups. You, sir, are a true bro. Yeah, he may not be a girl, but he was the best man they ever dated. Imagine turning two women lesbian after dating them. I wish I could say it was only two. Lol. I have been informed by ex-partners that I come across as a safe person, and it makes people feel comfortable having me as a testing ground when they are unsure, or a cover story when they aren't out yet. Doesn't bother me, I take it as a compliment at the end of the day. All joking aside, it really is a testament to your character that they feel comfortable enough to be themselves. Thanks. This will be my last response until I wake up. I have work in 8 hours. Night all. I was at a store when Tony Hawk was signing autographs. I was only 10 at the time and was a huge fan. One of his early video games had just come out. The store had a couple TVs on the wall and some video games to play. Being a kid, I waited for one controller to open up and someone leave. A kid ended up leaving, and I grabbed the controller and started playing and minding my own business. A couple minutes later, the store wanted to grab photos of Tony playing his own video game. He came over and grabbed the second controller and began to play multiplayer with me. Probably played for 10 minutes. The bonus was it was also my 10th birthday. So I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater with Tony Hawk. Edit. Wow, I made this comment and didn't return to Reddit until just now. Was not expecting it to be that big of a hit. Thank you. I do not have photos of myself playing the game with him, but I believe my parents have a couple of photos of me with him and getting his autograph. I still have the signboard on my wall. Nice try sneaking that bullshit in at the end. We all know you were turning 11. A pelican engulfed my head with its massive fucking beak when I was a small child. Pelicans are cunts. Pelicans. I won 2 TV game shows. The $10,000 Pyramid won $10,300 in 1975, and Sale of the Century was on the show for 9 days. $34K in cash and prizes in 85. Nice. I've never won anything in my life. Now you have. Oh, that's so fucking sweet. I got ran over by a car, but the driver didn't see me and proceeded to back over me. Edit. Thanks for all the kind words. I'm shocked at the amount of people who said that this happened to them or someone they know / knew as well. The world really is a weird place. And for all who are asking, my legs are perfectly fine now. On a side note, I actually really enjoy running. It's one of my favorite things to do. No, I'm not from China, nor have I ever lived there. I'm American. I don't quite understand why people are asking this. Edit #2. A couple redditors have pointed out to me that it's because killing someone in China is apparently less expensive, which is a horrifying thought, but thanks for the explanations. Edit #3. How is my mental health? Was I traumatized? Well, it very fucking terrifying at the time, and I was definitely scared of cars afterwards. But if you're asking if I'm feeling any trauma to this day, then I would say not very much, if at all. Thanks for asking though. Is he dead? No. Throws it into reverse. I ran out of gas outside of La Paz, Bolivia. Luckily it was downhill for about 6 kilometers into the city. I coasted the whole way on my motorbike, past buses and drifted into a gas station. Never missed a beat. Sounds like you saved a liter of fuel to me. When I was a kid, I woke up to find my cat giving birth to her kittens on my pillow, 1 inch from my face. I took it as a compliment. It totally is. That's like the Cat Congressional Medal of Honor, right? If a cat closes its eyes around you, it means it trusts you. But if it fucking births kittens inches from your face, you must be like family. Edit. I should include sleeping as well. I'm related to William Henry Harrison, the president who died from hypothermia because he wouldn't wear a jacket. My great grandfather and his son both died from hypothermia as well, but under slightly different experiences. I have almost died from eating way too many vitamins, jumping into a ceiling fan, and jumping from a cliff. My dad almost lit a gas station on fire. Basically, we are a very dumb bloodline starting from William Henry Harrison. Someone get this man an agent and a jacket. I've had a headache since August 2015, and I will probably have it for the rest of my life. It's only on half my head, so I got that going for me, which is nice. This made me ooh man out loud. I cannot imagine how you deal. I get headaches and migraines semi-frequently, and sometimes to the point I feel like I'm being tortured. Is there nothing they can do? How do you cope with the never-ending pain in your head? I genuinely hope you do not have this for the rest of your life. Get addicted to Vicodin and perform insane doctorly acts. Me too. Also since August of 2015. That's when I had a craniotomy to remove half a brain tumor. I've had a constant headache, right eye blindness, no feeling, and minor paralysis on the right side of my head. But if you touch the right side of my head just the right way, even though there is no feeling to the head, it tickles my butt. I don't know how it works. I was once sponsored by the Crunk Energy Drink Company for sailing. I imagine I was the only sailor on their list. I literally just emailed them saying that I sailed and asked if they wanted me to put stickers on my boat. They sent me a few cases of the drink, t-shirts, hats, the works. My car was known as the Crunk Mobile. That's badass. I bought a guitar amp from Brad Whitford of Aerosmith when I was 17. He and Steven Tyler served up cheeseburgers for me and my friends. Edit, as requested. So, Brad's son was a punk, and I knew him from the scene. I was in a band that had some small local marginal success. This is 97/98 in Boston. I needed a new amp for our first US tour, but had very little money. I was getting drunk with his son, and, on a whim, I asked him if his dad had any amps laying around that he didn't need. We laughed and carried on partying. The next day, I get a call at my home. It was Mr. Whitford himself. He was super nice, but to the point. My son says you got a band and need a good rig for your Les Paul. I have something in mind for you. Just gotta have my guy get it from the warehouse. Come by my house in Norwell this weekend and check it out. That was the gist of the call. Obviously, the whole band came with me. And ROD. We get to his house and it's totally him. So weird. These guys were like gods in Boston. I wasn't the hugest fan, but knew him from his work with Wayne's World. He takes me to one of his garage or garages where there is this cool full stack. The brand is Bedrock, an old company from New Hampshire that made good quality amps in the 80s. This one was custom made for Brad. Basically Marshall components for tubes. All the knobs go to 11. Not kidding. Still has the property of Aerosmith stickers on it. He plugs it in and rips a crazy solo on his Les Paul and then hands it to me and I play a couple power chords. He asks for $300 for the whole thing. I pay him and he tells his son to give us a tour of the house. This is where shit gets nuts. It's just like you expect. Tons of gold records, platinum records, pictures of him with people like John Lennon, Robert De Niro and Joey Ramone. Then we get to see his studio and the largest collection of Mars Hall amps in the world. Seriously, like 200 caps, a wall of guitars. Guitars so pretty and amps so cool, it made sense for him to find the one he sold me dispensable. After the house tour, he told us to meet him at the little bar and grill they own in town. When we get there early, and he arrives 30 minutes later with Methafik and Steven Tyler in tow. You guys the punk group. He was so nice. They went in the back and came out with burgers for us all on the house. Then they straight up left. Irish goodbye. Even. I still have the amp. I used it on the road for almost 10 years in 5 bands. Now, it's just a conversation piece. But it still works. I'll crank her up every now and then. I got hernia by sneezing too hard. I got mine trying to match my wife's pregnant belly. Pop. I feel sorry for laughing. What a way to get it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share the video with your friends and family and turn on notifications to never miss a video.